Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another morning manifestation session. It is Tuesday, May 30th, 2023, and I am your host, Samuel L. Clemby Jr., also known as Samuel. Welcome back. Welcome to another day, another opportunity to continue on our transformational journey. Glad to be with you this morning. I am the founder and leader of One Transformation Center, and it is our purpose. We are intentional about celebrating humanity. And our goal, our mission is to inspire, motivate, and heal lives and relationships across the globe. Hope that you join us on this journey of doing so. We like to consider ourselves like the proverbial fuel station. We're the gas station that you stop at in the beginning of the morning to fill up your tank, so you don't have to worry about running out or running on empty. So what we do each and every morning is we provide you with the tools, resources to support you through your day. I'm a living witness. It works. So this is how we go about doing that. For those who are new to the sessions, we begin first with 3 deep breaths, which we call the breaths of life. Then we continue on to our oath of manifestation, followed by affirmative word of the day, affirmative reading of the day, and completing with a prayer of gratitude. So thank you for joining us. And before we continue, just take a moment, and if you haven't already done so, to like and share. Like, share, and comment on the screen. We'd like to know who's tuning in with us and who's in the room this morning, whether you're listening live or the replay. All right, so without any further ado, if we're ready, we have the preliminaries on the way. Let's go ahead and get started. As I stated previously, we begin every morning, we begin every session with 3 deep breaths. And the reason we do that is because we so frequently, consciously, forget to breathe. Subconsciously, we always breathe, right? But consciously, we forget to breathe, which leads us to move from a space of reaction. So when we breathe, take a moment to take a deep breath. We now move into a space of respondence. Also, when we make the conscious decision to breathe, we deliver more oxygen to our bodies, to our brains, throughout all of our capillaries, our veins, which gives us more energy, which increases our oxytocin. So, let's take a moment to take a couple deep breaths with these instructions. With each inhale, allow yourself to receive, to accept everything that is working together for your best and highest good. Every idea, every thought, every person, place, or thing that has been awaiting your arrival to support you on your journey going forward. And with each exhale, release every idea, every belief, limiting beliefs, every thought, every person, place, or thing that is preventing you from being your best self, that is taking you out of it, that no longer supports you on your journey. No more disabilities here. So let's begin. Inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale. Again, inhale deeply through your nose, allowing everything that supports you in your journey to be with you in this moment. Exhale through your mouth. One last time, breathe deeply. And release. While we are preparing for our oath of manifestation, I want you to begin to shrug your shoulders, roll them back and forth, shake your arms out. Do you feel the intensity of your blood speeding up through your veins, becoming more quickened? That is what life feels like. That is the heartbeat of life. All right, it's time for Oath of Manifestation. This I like to also call our Declaration of Independence, our Emancipation Proclamation, because it gives you the freedom of connecting with that which is unseen and seen, that which is known and unknown, that which is intangible and tangible, that is here to support you in the promise that you're making in this moment, to align fully with your manifestation, with everything that is here for you in this moment. So why don't you affirm with me with absolute passion? And we declare, I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and in the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principles that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I already have, and grateful for all that I'm ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness, no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. And so it is. Take this moment to allow this oath, this promise, this commitment that you've made to yourself to find its resting spot on the mantle of your heart, to permeate and activate every cell within your being, to align you with everything that you deserve. For you are worthy. You are worthy. Now we're going to transition over to our word of the day. Our word of the day comes from our affirmative reading today comes from A Course of Miracles, which you can find at www.acim.org. www.acim.org. We are continuing the review of the lesson that we went over to for the last couple of weeks. The reminders that we've entered for the last couple of weeks, which derive from this review 4 and lesson 50. I'll put it in the chat. And the reminder says, my mind holds only what I think with God. My mind holds only what I think with God, and it partners with the two lessons from 137 and 138, which you can go back and read at your leisure to become more acclimated with them, rather. So in the chat, here is the word of the day that we're sharing, the reading of the day. And as I stated, it's just a reminder. So let's take a moment and remind ourselves what it's like to hold only what you think with God. So frequently we can get encumbered by our fears, by the appearance of what isn't there. We get distracted by our wants and our desires, that we become unavailable to what is here, what is currently present. The miracles that are occurring right before our eyes, the blessings that we're receiving that we are ignoring, the gifts of life. You may have heard me say this once before. The past has nothing to offer us with the exception of lessons. And many psychiatrists will say that the past, holding on to the past or looking behind, will deliver you with depression, while focusing solely on the future will create a space of anxiety. Yet the present is the gift of right now. This is where your power lies in this moment. The gift of mindfulness. I want you just to think about something for a moment. If you're constantly looking behind you or looking ahead, but yet your pot of gold is standing at your feet, will you be able to see it? Will you be able to embrace it in its fullness? Or will you constantly be looking for something else? Hence the reason why it's important for our minds to hold only what we think with God. There's a parable. I want to share with you this parable. And it's about a man who is asking God, the universe, or source, to save him. And he was in the middle of a heavy rainfall, and he had no shelter to cover him. And the water levels were rising, and he was swimming, but he was growing tired, growing weary. Then there was a rowboat that came, and the person inside of it said, "Jump in." And the guy responded, "Thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm waiting on God." And then a helicopter came and said, "Grab hold to the rope, climb up." And he looked at him and said, "No, thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm waiting on God to save me. I'm waiting on God." And in all that time of waiting and ignoring the opportunities that were sent to save him, he drowned. And after his body was retired and he transitioned, he met with God. And God asked him the question. No, he asked God the question, "Why didn't you save me?" He said, "I sent you a boat, and you denied it. Then I sent you a helicopter, and you denied that as well." Right now, many of us are waiting on God for something. And the very thing that we're waiting for is right before your eyes. Has already passed, came by, and offered itself to be of support to you. Yet because you think it's supposed to look a certain way, you miss it. You missed your blessings. You miss your healings. You miss your opportunity for salvation. This is the reason why it is important for you to keep your mind on God. It's important for you to think, for your mind to hold only what you think with the Creator, with that which is all-knowing, always present, and all-powerful, that which has the plan, that which supports and sustains you. Repeat after me. My mind holds only what I think with God. One more time. My mind holds only what I think with God. Now you may say, Samuel, how do I arrive at this point, at this place? Simply surrender. Simply make the declaration. God, I desire to think as you think, to see as you see, to know what you know, to be your extension and reflection in this physical existence, to be the light for the world to see, to know more about you. I desire to be in full and total alignment with my divine self. I desire for my mind to hold only what I think with you, not outside of you. This requires you to release those thoughts, ideas, wishes, hopes, desires, requirements that are moved from a space of ego, ego, edging God out. And choose to only subscribe to God's will, to the master plan. This has nothing to do with philosophical doctrine. This is about you reconnecting with the truth of who you are. This is about you remembering that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So as you go forth on your day today, choose to hold only what you think with God. When I was a kid, there was a bracelet that we used to wear called WWJD, which was the abbreviation for What Would Jesus Do? I challenge you to say WWGD. What would God do in this moment, in these moments? What would God do in this space? What is divine? What is all-knowing? And as you do so, remember that remember to only accept atonement for yourself. What does that mean? Stop worrying. It means to stop worrying about other people's forgiveness, other people's atonement. Whether they will align or not, it all begins with you. So repeat after me. I will only accept atonement for myself. Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about what they do or what they should do, what they don't do. Disregard all that. It's irrelevant to you. Those are the things that are holding you back. Those are your cripples. That's your crippling mechanism. That's your, what's that, Superman, kryptonite. It is preventing you from being able to realize the life that you deserve and desire right now. Let it go. Declare with me, even in those moments where you get frustrated, agitated, even when that sense of disappointment may rise, to say, I would only accept atonement for myself. I will only accept atonement for myself. And to continue that idea with the understanding that only salvation can be said to cure. So if you're looking for a cure, it's through salvation. How salvation arrived? Through atonement for yourself. Through alignment with the truth of who you are, with your soul contract. With letting go the ideas that you think you are, letting go the narratives that you think are true, and accepting the truth. Now you may say, what's the truth? Well, let's remember, truth is that which can be unchanged, unnegotiated, it's infallible. If it's changeable, if it's temporary, it's not truth. It's an illusion. It's a hope. It's a wish. But it's not truth. So salvation, and I'm not talking about falling down on your knees and declaring something to a figurehead. I'm talking about accountability, ownership of your life, ownership of your relationship with your highest self, with that which you have been created in the image of, which you are the extension and reflection of. I'm talking about you building that reconnection, having a reunion, and never departing again. I'm talking about choosing for your mind to hold only what it thinks with God. I'm talking about giving yourself atonement. Giving yourself atonement. Maybe you need an understanding of what that means. Atonement is reparation for a wrong or injury. It's reparation for a wrong or injury. So where do you feel like you have made a wrong? Whether it's in your mind, whether it's in your behaviors or in your actions, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. It's irrelevant what you feel like someone has done to you. Forgive yourself for letting yourself think that someone can harm you, or giving them permission to harm you, for giving them the power, that the power is not invested in them, it's invested in you. For you have the greater defense system that was ever created, often mimicked but never duplicated. And that's called God. That is omnipotent, that is always present, that is all-knowing. And if we surrender to that space, no weapon formed against us will ever prosper. Never. It's up to us to hold that in our mind, to capture that, to make that our conviction. Then we will understand. We give permission to ourselves to move forward without any fear, apprehension, or delay. And by doing so, we are cured from any mental disease or ailment, physical, emotional, energetic, financial. Let's return back to the source to receive our full inheritance. A full inheritance, not just some of it, but all of it. Let's take a moment to give a prayer of gratitude. Father, Mother God, guardian angels, all that works together for our best and highest good, we simply say thank you. Thank you for the lesson that we shared this morning. Thank you for the resources and the energy that fills us up and prepares us for our day. Thank you for the strength to continue on this journey, the conviction to move forward without any further setback. Thank you for the resilience to overcome every obstacle, whether it's in our mind, in our heart, in our body. We give thanks that you build a bridge over troubled waters. We give thanks that you've never forsaken nor left us. We thank you for acknowledging us as an extension of you. that as you see us, you see you. We thank you for the availability of all the resources, even though sometimes we feel like we got to get up and go out and hustle for it. We thank you that it's already there, it's already present. And in advance, we thank you for blessing us indeed and continuing to enlarge our territories. We thank you for finding us as good and faithful servants, and for giving us the roadmap, the tools to be able to rise and be a greater extension and reflection of you, to be a greater light for others to see much further, that they would no longer be able to ignore the truth of who they are and whose they are. We thank you for allowing us to stand in this space to be an example. We thank you for your will being done on earth as it is in heaven. We thank you for blessing us and continuously show us what your blessings look like. And the reminder that there is so much more for us when we are ready. So with that being said, we affirm today that we are ready. We affirm today that we desire to only see what you see, to know what you know, to be that which you've called us to be, that which we agreed to be in our soul contract, to go where you choose for us to go, to say the things that you have for us to say to those who you have prepared to listen. We give thanks for the regulation and the rejuvenation of our bodies and our minds. We give thanks for helping us to reprioritize ourselves and the remembrance that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not a human being trying to figure out my spiritual identity. Because God, you've already made that clear. We are an extension and reflection of you. So we thank you for the power and the authority to continue to grow ourselves, to develop ourselves personally and professionally, so that the spirit that has been placed within us and chosen this vessel can show up in a magnanimous way like never seen before. And we give you the glory and the praise for it all. For we know you are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. You are the King of all kings. You are our provider, Jehovah Jireh. And we adore you with all of our being. And so it is. Amen and Ashe. All right, good people, that's the end of today's session. We just want you to take a moment. If you've missed any part of this session and you want to review it, feel free to go to the YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and go to the channel One Transformation Center, and you will see it there for your review. Also, take a moment when you go there to like the video, to share the video, comment using the hashtag Morning Manifestation and letting us know where you're tuning in from. And then also hit the notification bell on the right-hand side so that you're able to see all the different other programs that are coming on throughout the week. We appreciate you tremendously, and we thank you for subscribing. We thank you for tuning in this morning. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. For you are not alone, as we are here with and for you. So, as our mission is to inspire, motivate, and heal lives and relationships across the globe, we feel free to support our mission with a donation via Givelify, Givelify, whether online or through the app. And just simply search for One Transformation Center. Any denomination goes a long way. We really appreciate it. Or you can also send via Cash App at Samuel Crumby Jr., Samuel Crumby Jr. We also like to take a moment to say thank you for investing in your transformation. We hope that you continue to join us daily at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time throughout the week. And on the weekends, we're still at 8. Give you a little time to rest. 8 a.m. And then we have other programs too. On Wednesday nights, we're going to begin our reignite our transformative conversation stream. So tune in, tap in. We're grateful to have you. All right, good people, as you go forth in your day, just remember to continue to be the change you desire to see. Be the change you desire to see. And until next time, we love you, we honor you, we support you. We got your back. And as we always say, I see God in you. Be great.